Hi guys, welcome back. Well, my good friend Andy Burnsy himself, is looking after me. Bless him. Phones me up about a week ago to say, I purchased myself something, I really like it, but I got you one as well. Super intrigued, I thought. I'm on my way, I'll be down in a bit. He then phones to say, sorry mate, mine's just packed in. Yours is working, but we're going to send both of them off to the seller because he thinks maybe it might have been a bad batch. So he got two new ones and he dropped it off in with me a couple of nights back. And I must admit, I mean, he sort of giggles and goes to me, oh, don't sound too excited, Bill. I said, well, I don't know what it is. I'm more intrigued than anything. When he brought it in, I was like, oh, wow. I've seen these. The girl that works for me, her husband purchased one recently, and I do think they're brilliant. I really do. So I'm going to open this one up for you. I'm going to show you what he's got me, but it's a little handheld system. The R36S. I think it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, is it RAMs packed full of illegal ROMs? What do you think? Of course they are. Of course they are. But for what you get, I think it's brilliant. Now, I'm going to wipe the screen a little bit with my top because I've got a couple of finger marks on it. It's about the size of a Game Boy. I'll show you what you get in the packet first of all. So you actually do get a user manual. And I must admit, I needed this, but at the same time, the writing is so small on this thing that I had to get the wife to read it for me. And I'm wearing glasses as well. So you get that. You also get within the box charging lead, a protective screen cover that I've got to put on, and obviously the wipes for it, and the unit itself. That's it. That's it. So roll on an SD card. I'll fire it up in a second. So you've got your four triggers at the back, L1, L2, R1, R2. So you've got those on the back. You have got a normal D-pad on the front. You've then got your normal four buttons. In this case, it's X, A, B, Y. You've got, what the hell's that? FM button. I'm not going to Scooby-Doo. Select Start, and then you've got two thumbsticks. But I must admit, it feels good actually. It does feel good. Buttons feel substantial. Let's fire this thing up. Look at that straight away. The screen on this is super bright. I probably do need to turn it down a little bit in all fairness. How many games does it hold? This particular one, as you can see, it's just loading up the emulation. It's 15,000 games. And I'm going to try and scroll through. I'm sorry if I'm hoping this will come on. Zoom in, you bucket. Focus. Probably not going to focus properly, is it? But anyway. So you've got at the top there, Capcom Play System 1, 2 and 3. I'm not going to go into every single system for you, but just to give you an idea of the games. So this is Capcom 1. Oh. I wasn't even expecting that to happen. So, as you scroll through, little page for each game. Look how many there is there. Absolutely balmy. So, we've got Capcom 1, Capcom 2, Capcom 3. Then we've got Main, PC Engine, the Famicom, Super Famicom. Now they've put the Nintendo there. I'm assuming it is just NES, and just looking at it, yeah, Super Mario. Or is it just, no, it's just a selection of actually Nintendo games rather than it being NES, I'd say. Because you've got Mario Brothers, Super Mario. Well, maybe it is, might be. You've then got the SNES, the N64, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, excuse me. It's then got Nintendo DS. You've then got the Mega Drive. Interesting that it's actually got the Mega Drive, not the Genesis listed, but same thing as we all know. Dreamcast, Game Gear, Neo Geo, and I must admit, there's, God, just to show you that, got all the games there for the Neo Geo. There's absolutely loads, absolutely tons. PlayStation, PSP, the Pico. Now it says Scum, but it's only the one game. And then you've got your options. If I go into options, you've got advanced, you've got your files, change LED to red, change password, disable remote services, enable remote services, you've got your file managers, PS1, well, delete files, this, remove files, so it's just normal. You've then got a favourites menu as well, last played, and then we're back at the beginning again. So I'm just literally going to fire up one game. Strider. Really would like to zoom in properly or focus properly. Come on. Damn thing. So I don't know, is it? There we go. Might have just got it there. I've been playing it not a lot because I can only do small screens for so long, but from what I've seen, I think it's brilliant. I really do. And for the money, because when these things first came out, the Final Fight, let's just select that. So Final Fight's loading. I think these things originally came out for about 100 quid. It's probably not a bad bargain at that price, but you can get these as cheap as 49. I haven't got a clue what Andrew paid. I've not a Scooby-Doo, but this is a gift off him to me. And, mate, well, you've looked after me something rotten here with this. You really have. So, can we just skip this and get on with the game? No. Oh. Slap the guy, he'll do. And we're off. It looks, the screen is fantastic. It's extremely sharp. I'll try and show you again. Come on, I wish it would just focus. Let me just try this. There you go. Come on, will you? Just looks fantastic. Really happy with it. We move on. Then to come out of it, just push the two buttons, which I have done, just to switch that off. It's back. You don't need to see a massive close-up of bloody me, do you? Let's just push that, knock it off. You do have to go into the options to actually switch it off properly. I suppose it's a bit like a pause. For the money, I think this is brilliant. Emulation. What do I think of emulation really deep down? Emulation has come on leaps and bounds from what it was when I first started using it. Oh my God, donkeys years ago now. And it was pretty poor back then. The people that create these emulators to play these old games, absolutely fantastic. It's probably the way forward. What does it mean though for console collecting? You don't need to collect consoles, old consoles like you used to. You want to collect the old games, that's great, but you can play them so easily now. I use an emulation, systems like this, whether it's a PC, whatever. I mean, let's be honest, the Xbox Series X, one of the only reasons why I got one is because the emulation that you can do on it. And it's a powerhouse. It's more than enough for that. So that's something I still need to delve into if I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. But you can't go far wrong with these things. And I think this is an absolute fantastic gift. So my wife's been using it as well because she does miss her old Game Boy. So she's been playing a few of the old Game Boys on this. So really happy to actually add this to my collection, as it were. Going to get a lot of use out of it. And like I say, 15,000 games, I'm never going to be playing them all. I may just give them the odd one or two, a quick thumb in, as it were, and then move on to the games I want to play. I mean, I was playing, oh God, what's it called now? Crash Racing. Oh, what a game. Just brilliant. And, something to take away with me maybe to work. I'm getting a bit stressed out. Let me just have a few 5-minute break and dig this out and I'll give it a little bit of a blast. And whenever I'm away or out somewhere or not, or on holiday and I feel like playing some games, this is fantastic. Right up my street, this is. So thank you very much, my mate. I really do appreciate it. Right, out of here, guys. So again, it's the R36S. You've only got to Google it. Anyway, waffling now. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Catch you lot all again. Take care. Woohoo!